Do 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 do. All right. I think we should be good there. Hey, everybody. Well, Carlos here again from Ice Games, bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIV today. Oh my gosh, really excited. Ooh, got a little cheer there. Hey there, SpaceNet. Thank you for that. Ooh, what's this? MP earned at Golden Saucer attraction is increased. Is that an event or is that something with the free company? The company. I'll figure that out later. But hey Drazor. Hey SpaceNet. Streams lining the personal schedule again. Yeah! Yay! Hey there, hyena. Or the hyena. The dragon saying hiya. Oh my gosh. A little tired today. Went up, got up, did a bunch of errands already. Already went to the Staple Canadian Tire this morning to pick up some wooden dowels and some bamboo shoots and some plastic containers and some gardening soil for some plants for my pots. Oh, it is a free company thing? Okay. Thank you, SpaceNet. But there's also Make It Rain event going on. Oh, yeah. I saw there's some stuff going on. Very excited for stuff going on. Oh, my gosh. So apologize for not streaming yesterday or even earlier in the week. Yesterday, I totally forgot that I had made an eye appointment for, like, in the middle of the stream. I'm like, oh, yeah, oh, darn. Because that was the only time they were available. So I had to go get my eyes checked. Some air puff them and being all like, which looks better, this one or this one? Always a fun thing to do. And then even had to put some some drops in my eyes to like dilate my eyes, which means that they stung for like 4 hours after whenever I looked at anything. It was fun. It was fun. Gotta love getting your eyes tested. I should do the event. You'll get a minion for it. I have until July 17th. Ooh, okay. Okay. Definitely something we might be able to do. Maybe that's something we could do next week. I think next week everything should be fine to play. Yeah, next week everything should be good to go. Trying to think. I don't think there's anything going on next week. 6th and 7th. I don't think I have anything planned. But yeah. Is it a good minion there, the dragon? Is it awesome? Is it amazing? I do love minions. Little godbird. Okay, that might just be worth it just for that. Just for that. Oh my gosh. Hey there, my little baby raptor. Let's do mini roulette, see what else I get now. Whoop. Oh, we get our castaway chocobo chick, which is adorable. Adorable. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Alright, so where were we? So last time we were playing, we defeated, essentially, Lord Vauntry, which, again, I felt a little bit bad for at the end there. But now we have all the light inside of us, and that means the light came back. I'm not quite sure how that works. Considering, okay, so we kill the Light Warden, darkness would come back in that area, we'd take the light into us. But then as soon as we get everybody's light, all the light came back. So even though we took the light from the Light Warden, that area was dark. I'm confused by that part. Like, why did everything go dark then, if we still had the light in us? But yeah, I'm a light. I'm like the Light Warden now. The dragon. I'm the Light Warden, because as soon as I killed the Light Warden, I became that area's Light Warden. Right? That's essentially how it's supposed to work. But I guess maybe I was able to control the light, but now I can't control it, and now everything's light. Hey there, Chocobo. Wants to be nice and close to the screen there. Or not. But yeah, very excited for that. Oh my gosh, and my inventory is too full. I just want to quickly get rid of a couple things just in case I need something later on. Just one of each. Sure, this. I have at least one space in each thing. By get rid of, I just mean move my inventory so I can put it somewhere later. Alright. And then let's double check I got everything equipped. Good. Too much light for one person. Yeah, it's kind of that's the whole thing going on right now is Eorzea has a plan, but we don't know the plan, so I'm very worried about said plan. Because yeah, too much light for one person, not gonna be fun. It could easily, I mean, hopefully it doesn't like kill us or anything like that, but we will see. I mean, we're the warrior of light, or sorry, we're the warrior of darkness and the warrior of light, so maybe we can make it work. But yeah, like I was thinking, I'm like, oh, why don't we just go back to the source and release the light there? And I'm like, well, then that would give the source too much light, and that's a bad thing too. So we'll figure this out. Okay, so what do we got to do here? Let's go talk with our good friend, the manager of sweets. And you're going to tell us where we're going next. So the manager of the suite seems surprised to see you up and about. Okay, so... Oh, sir, you're awake. You were injured during the foray at Mount Gull, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky was, well, I'm sure you've seen. It has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news I've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since the inquiry about your condition. Okay, so let's go visit some people, make sure that they are reassured. Yeah, because they don't know I'm the warrior of darkness. The vast majority of citizenry not know who I truly am. Oh, triple triad. All right, let's just run here. Run. Attacks. Well, look who's back from the dead. Hi, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fairly ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggling, so... And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless, and you were like a corpse... like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil jerk went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked wight... what is the world coming to? Ah, bah. But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay. It's times like these that we Crystarian folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Eulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates seem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamal was worried sick about you. A healer wringing your hands is not a sight you ever want to see, let me tell you. Also, if we're the Light Warden, essentially the only Light Warden of this world, does that mean we can control the Eaters now? Is that a thing we could do? Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, you've finished up until 5.0 now? Awesome there, SpaceNet. I can't even control the light in me, let alone... Yeah, I guess, yeah. But maybe, like, if I can be like, don't attack, maybe they'll just be like, oh, okay. Maybe they just kind of, like, inadvertently listen to me. Or maybe it won't attack me, so I don't have to worry about fighting them or something like that. I don't know, something simple. Hey, Tagal. Alright, let's talk with you now. So, oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you, even Prejudice turns were forbidden from making visits. Okay. Rain was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I'm worried to see their faces grow even more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they're all collapsed of exhaustion. Oh, and our own Morin has been a little better. I'm afraid he hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome after another. All right. Now we head to the Cabinet of Curiosities. Is it Del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities? Still haven't watched that anything from that yet. If you were to transform, you'd be a super eater light warden type thing there in the space net. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that'd be bad, right? That'd be a crossover. You'd love to see the dragon. That would be a cool kind of crossover. Hey, they've done crossover with other things before. You never know. You never know. Hey, confounded. It says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Lunith, is it truly you and not some figment of my imagination? Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise hopeless, I've been scouring the shelves for the wisdom to explain the most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catless, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. All right. 10 quests till the dungeon. You say tomorrow? Awesome. Well, not tomorrow. Thursday. Yeah, of course, tomorrow I have things going on. So many things going on. I've been busy. Okay, now where we're headed to. You're there, so I think I can go to the launch. Yes. What about the job quest? I unfortunately haven't been able to. I didn't get to play it all like this week. Been a crazy time for me. So hopefully I get a chance to do those during the week sometime. Hopefully. Alright, so, Catless here. So, Lunith, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worry what's to become of you or the Exarch. Oh, it was more of a question for Tikal. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. We're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd be able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won that day, and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess your gear and try to improve it. Ooh, new armor? I'd take a whole new set of armor. Ooh, also that reminds me, I do have to get better stuff. Okay, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It won't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have the kind of time. Okay, no worries. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Hello. Greetings, Galenard, master of the stairs, is running his own errands now, is he? Aye, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is. I don't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. Ooh. And by genius, you mean old Renault? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of him since he wandered off some years ago. You know what it's like. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absent to the rest of creation. I wouldn't know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I'd wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's a tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses at the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter him, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow but steady progress. Ooh, need more coffee today. This is all the talk. This is all talk this is all talk for when you've fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convulscating, eh? Okay, let's do this. Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking in my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, I've got a few regulars I'd like to introduce you to. Okay. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? It does not. Here, we can't forget the heart on which the city was founded, or the exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Alright, let's finish this mission. Alright, I also love how, like, I could essentially kind of, like, blow up at any time, right? And then they're, like, they just wander around a little bit and talk to people. Okay, she's looking at us concerned. Lunith, are you alright? I think a return to your sick bed might be in order. But you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower near the rookery. This sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the exarch often like to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Okay. I was also going to look. Where do I go to get... Not retainer stuff. Is it in the Crystarium where I go and get the tome items? Is it somewhere here? I need to say shop. Okay, maybe somewhere over there. Trader. Also, where am I supposed to go? Up here. Okay. A retainer is a belt. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to see the retainer. Oh, tome items are yield more. Okay. We have to finish base. Oh, I have to finish base 5.0 for that? Okay, so I can't go and get them yet. With my Tomestone Poetics. Okay. So much light. So many god rays shining through. Soon enough. Soon enough then.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
All right, Oddbird.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
I guess you're kind of the only one that would understand that, right? See, the secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew.
If you're thinking of coming clean, don't. It might make you feel better, but it would make things 100 times worse for them. They're better off not knowing. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were
Oh, for the flood. Oh, responsible for the flood, okay.
One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then. As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
See, here I was always expecting him to be like the villain of this expansion or something.
Worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it. Cut ties with the mortal world. Hide away in the castle.
Oh, that's tempting. It is a cool castle.
It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Eorzea will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
Yeah, it'd be fun to have a game like this, and you can be like, yes, I want it, and then like that's the end of the game. It's done.
Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment. At this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go. His ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. What will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Okay. Yeah, I really have no idea where we're going to be going from here. Gather information on the Crystal Exarch. Okay, so let's go find out what's going on. Well, find out information about the Crystal Exarch. Who do we have to talk to for that? Oh, we're here. This is a level 79 mission. Okay. Getting closer to the level 80 stuff. Oh, are you drinking water? Oh. That's cute. I like that. Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro? What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprise revelations. As any of the city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us, but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Oh, okay. See, and that's what I'm... So, is this Crystal Tower... It's like the copy of the Crystal Tower from our world, or is it the exact one because it's still technically in our world? Or is that mainly just because of gameplay purposes? And the strange just smiles. Okay. You'll find out. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll find out. I'll find out. Oh, the finding out. You keep your secrets. Small better suits a spoiler. Yes, that is very true. Very true. Thank you again for that. Okay, Cassard, what do you know about the Exarch? Munith, it's good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What is this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, it'd be Captain Lina, I'd say. She lost her parents to an ear attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show, but if you do decide to talk to Elena, she'll be on her usual post at the Extensor Gate. Okay, so the gate, we'll do that next. I need to head here. Yes, and again, I honestly can't thank everyone enough for not giving me a bunch of spoilers. It's been pretty awesome. Okay, I'm guessing I go to the top now. Ooh, I like that. I was gonna say, hey, does that move with the sun? But there's no. Oh, I guess technically rotating the shadows. Okay. Yeah, I figured it'd be you at the top here. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research into the persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to rely what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Less than a decade has passed since the coming of the Flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known... Oh, less than a decade passed since it... became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the Spire, and be they locals who had lost their homes, or people fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which became the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy to royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that is a mystery that remains unresolved to this day. I know. Let's see, where are we headed to next? Okay, let's speak with her at the gate. Gonna be here. Traveling. Oh, I can hop on a mount now. Go south. Land's so shiny now. Everyone must be... It'd be so weird to, like, we had darkness for like a week. I don't know how time works here. Maybe it was only like 3 days. Maybe it was only a day. I don't know. It's Mhigo! Hey, there's sweet apple gaming. I like that. Oh, is your apple kind of in the shape of a heart kind of a thing? That's cool. Or is it just an apple? I can't tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the small pictures. But yeah, Mhigo's the best. By far, the best. Yeah, Mhigo. But yeah, Crystal Exarch. It's again, I'm probably gonna pronounce this totally wrong, but it's like Raha Tia. I was right with the T. I knew that last time I played. Which I'm so bad with names. Sorry. Yeah. It's like Graha, right? Yeah. Lunith, I was told you had awoken. Oh, well, word travels fast. A welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by his rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him, and so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Eorzea, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower in which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. Umbilicus, is that like a... it's going to be like a connection between the two worlds or something like that, like an umbilical cord or something. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed, only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Fonthry loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Lunith, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. Aww. Crystal Exarch. Amazing. Okay, but you have come to me with questions of your own, have you not? Ah, I see. I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. All right, let's complete this. All right. Oh, hey, they MC Davin. That guy's good. Me? Is it my guessing of the umbilical cord thing, or are you mocking me? It could be you mocking me. I get that too. Oh, it's an apple. That's heart shaped there. Sweet Apple Gaming. Oh, first time viewer. Oh, well, welcome then. Recommended by a friend. Yay. Megan's music is actually Terra's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Oh, I don't think I knew that. Call you Apple. Oh, okay, Apple. And then you missed. So we'll do she just okay. Yeah. Man. She just cares. Oh, I'm actually okay. So she's gonna give us that key. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna figure things out. Very excited to figure things out. Okay, so she urges you to follow her. Ooh. There's Graha there. So let's go do this. Come, meet me in the ocular. I will unlock the door within. Oh, you're not gonna give me the key. You're gonna take the key. Okay. Fine. You take the key, and I'll wait outside. I guess I'll meet you. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have guessed. I'd remembered the Crystal Tower raid. If I was thinking, it makes sense. It makes sense that he's the Crystal Exarch. It's like he gave me the key. Sorry, it's mine. Yeah, that's kind of how it is there, Apple. It's mine. I get to do it. I mean, I have to go with someone so they can explain what's happening. That's essentially how it goes, right? My character can't do anything on their own because I need someone there to do the talking for me. Otherwise, it would just be silence. We know the Ascian isn't coming back. And my friends are, places?
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter.
I did pronounce it right. I was worried about that.
Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Okay, let's go. Okay, what are we gonna see? Books. Cool. Not what I was expecting. Oh, here comes the echo.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then? By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, that's a lot to take in for a moment. So, this is a future character.
Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
Of course, everyone tells Eorzea what's going on, and then he keeps it from everybody.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Yes, yes. Let us know what happened.
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Cid Garland being perhaps the greatest.
Yay! Cid survives.
In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures.
Yeah, he doesn't... Wait, would Eorzea know who G'raha is? I mean, that was completely... The crystal, tower, raid was completely different than the Scions, so yeah, I don't think they would have met. And apparently we don't tell our friends anything about our exploits. We just do them and like don't tell anyone about anything. Apparently that's what we do.
It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished." Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass.
Huh. Now we've got time travel. Like this game wasn't confusing enough.
The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Cid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and in doing so, roused its caretaker, me.
Yeah, because you were oh, because you being in the Crystal Tower, because when we left the Crystal Tower, you were locked in it, and you didn't age. Okay, now I get it.
By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Cid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
Hey, that's me.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Cid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward, 'tis a hard thing to ask.
Okay, so they're kind of doing the Back to the Future time travel, whereas if you affect things in the past, it erases the future. Instead of like doing the one where you create a different timeline or something like that. Okay.
Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable.
Also interesting that the 8th Umbral Calamity, which essentially was going to be Garlemald, like, using that poison gas thing, wasn't them taking over the source. It was like it ended up people still fighting each other. That's not quite how I saw that. Also, hey, Andrea.
It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
Okay.
Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow.
Oh, they explained it later there to call? Okay, thank you.
In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally.
Gosh. And yeah, Apple, like I've been loving this music. I've been loving, heck, most of the lines in this game are just so good. This game's so good. How is this game so good?
In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold.
Aww.
For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights.
He became like a
So
hero.
it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers. He was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space to him. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live.
Aw. I'm glad I could be so awesome.
I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice?
It's what Eorzea does. He's accomplices to everything.
'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion. They will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. If they just told us this plan to begin with, he'd be like, I'll take all the light and then I will die, but then I will save the first, or the source, which means I wouldn't have had to come back at all. So really, I wouldn't have existed in the first place. So really, no one's actually dying. Okay, if you guys had just explained the plan, it would have made sense and we could have solved all of this. Man. Or is that just me?
Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the calamity and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Yeah, because even if the Crystal Exarch is killed and goes away, G'raha is still in our Crystal Tower and is still around. Yeah, and if we stop the calamity, then they won't have to go into the past, which means this will never happen. Which is kind of it's all time travel is crazy because it's its own little like paradox. Because then if you didn't go back to do this, well, you have sent us, so that means we didn't actually save the world, which means it happens again, and it's just a cycle.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Also, like, next expansion, I'm just gonna be like, Eorzea, what's going on? Just tell me what's happening. I know you know what's happening, so just tell me. No more secrets. Oh, Eorzea, you're the worst.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence.
What do you mean to do?
I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and the Exarch. Yes, we need to have discussions on what you guys think is a good plan and what isn't. Oh, also, I should save his life.
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Yeah, but we need to talk, guys. Come on. Please stop not telling me plans so I can actually help you with them. We can work together. Have we learned nothing? Keeping secrets is bad. Keeping secrets is bad. You always expect Eerie not to be yeah, Eorzea apparently is just not telling us anything. That's just what I'll expect from now on. Be like, the start of the next expansion, we're just gonna put him in a chair and have him just tell us what's happening. Alright, so did you find the answer you sought? Is there nothing more you need? I will go and lock the door. Need some directions. Where is this Tempest? You wish to know the way to the Tempest? You mean the sea itself, and not the island of Calusia? If you made a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an Amaro butt. Maybe we should wait for our friends? Do you mean to leave right at this moment, alone? I am not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessing of the shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Oh, all right. I guess we are just gonna go by ourselves and not tell our friends. I guess we're a little upset at Eorzea. Or maybe we're not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just upset at Eorzea and my character isn't. Still gonna be upset at Eorzea. Right, I require an emerald. Just a moment. I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water? To the depths of the tempest? Our emerald can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor... We need a submarine. Let's go. Well, I guess I can breathe underwater, so... Oh no.
Ah, we have found thee.
Oh, you and your secrets and lies.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Eorzea has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
No more lies. That's straight up no more lies. You love how you're going to talk. Yeah, well, I do like how he talks, but yeah, the dragon. You
believe me when I say that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee.
Again.
Indeed, I curse the circumstances which compelled me to do so.
But you didn't have to.
But no further secrets lie between us. I swear it.
For now.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Eorzea. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
No, we have to give it all to the Crystal Exarch, and the Crystal Exarch has to die. That's how this is going to work.
Promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Oh, yeah, Reen. I keep wanting to call her Rain.
Of course, I know only too well. But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed.
How long was I out for?
I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Me too! That's right!
Here, here. Yeah, I'll just sleep it off there, Drazor.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Alright. So we did that, so let's talk with Eorzea. Yeah, oh, the dragon says the trouble is they all love the Warrior of Light dearly, and it's because of that, Eorzea and Alizé especially. Yes, yes. But if Eorzea really liked us so much, he wouldn't have lied. Jerk. Would have helped with this plan. Though this plan to commandeer an Amaral for their journey to the open sea, I fear the following dive down to unto Emmett, thus his underwater abode, would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during our Convulsgade, we consider the most rushous method of reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we've arrived at an elegant solution. Yet, ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closest above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Okay. Well, we're still gonna go. So Eorzea is patiently awaiting word that you are ready to depart. Yes, let's go. He lied to save our life in exchange for the Exarch. I mean, if he just told us the plan, and that even though the Exarch is dying, he's not actually dying, we'd be like, oh, okay, cool. If we actually can finish our plan and save the source, then he won't have existed at all. So it's kind of a weird thing, like, yeah, you're dying, but you're not even really existing by dying. So yeah, it's a weird thing. So thine affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me into the hamlet of Sullen, which layeth to the south and west All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. See, yeah, that's the thing is that the dragon, I don't know if it's... if there's alternate timelines or how it all works. It feels like they're saying, hey, we go back and we save the first, or we save the source. It feels like it's everything, it's one timeline, but I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. Is there clarification on that at all? It just shrugs. That works. Yeah, when you start throwing like time travel and like stuff like that into any story, it just gets so convoluted so fast. There's very few movies that have done it like really good. Oh, let's go this way. That's like Star Trek. A leads to B, which leads to C, leads to A. Gosh. Yes. Star Trek got super confusing. Because, yeah, there was a whole... I mean, technically, like, Star Trek Online is the main universe continuing, whereas, like, JJ's Star Wars is actually like a different timeline, technically, right? Is that how that works again? I'm trying to remember. It's kind of where the Romulans go back in time. It's kind of the break there. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. All about crazy timeline shenanigans. Wolverines? Weird looking Wolverines. Alright. So it's gonna be like the... I'm guessing Eorzea wants us to work with the underwater fae folk that we fought in that one dungeon. That's my guess. Oh. There you are, liar. Oh, I'll never forgive Eorzea. There, to the west. Canst thou discern the hump on the island rising above the waters? Not really. That foliage-covered mass hiddeth the key for safe descent. Swim close to the and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason of mine assistance. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder. Where thou mayest glide as a fish, I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Okay. Like this we're supposed to be going? Oh, this. Okay, this. Okay. Just keep swimming. I can dive underwater. I think I move quicker when I'm diving underwater because I can actually use mounts. Are we gonna like ride on the back of a turtle? Because that'd be cool. That's totally a face. No, maybe not. No, that's totally a face. Ah, it totally is. Yeah. That's an eye right there if I've ever seen one. Two covered slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of a giant stone eyelids. Both Eorzea and Alpha know their swimming abilities. Yeah, you'd think if you're a super awesome character, you at least try to learn how to swim. But it's okay. Not everyone can swim, and that's fine. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it just your imagination? It's clearly a creature. We're not that dumb, are we? I mean, maybe. I never tell. You never tell. Alright, can we just jump up here? Nope. Though I do love seeing the crystal tower in the background. That's really cool. How do we get up here? There we go. Oh, hey, Sola. If you've solved Eorzea's little mystery, then you can find him up the slope. It was rather obvious to my eyes, though I concede I have an unfair advantage. Oh, I guess because of the way she can see things. Okay. She's also still my favorite. Even seeing it up close, I'm still not sure what's so special about this island. Alright, I don't feel so bad anymore. Tancred. The locals call this the Isle of Ken, which I presume must refer to knowledge. Either that or something that's been awfully zealous about marking his territory. Okay. And let's see. This lake is enormous. Assuming my geography is correct, this would be the mirror to Silver Tier back in the source, though the size hardly compares. Alright, let's talk with Eorzea then, and let's wake this beast up. Well, hast thou discerned? It reminds me of a certain primal. Most perceptive. According to the lore of the Pixies, we are, and even now, perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Ooh, cool. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the self-same title which we knew the great feathered whale referred to by the Vanu Vanu of the source. Oh, the Vanu Vanu, cool. I will enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and thence banish the water with the air spear alike to in the form of domes, which do shelter the hamlets neath the ruby sheet. Oh, okay. So we're gonna like put like a dome of air around it. Within its compass, we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now I must needs ask for silence while I make my supplication. Okay, you're gonna talk to the Fae thing, and we're gonna do this. And it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna win, and I'm gonna get the light out of me. Or we're all gonna drown and we're gonna die.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Lo, Imida.
Long has it been since my name was called? Aw. Why do you wake me, little neighbor?
Fallen Silor Wislan.
To the bottom of the western sea we go. Pray lend us your back and your breath. This world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish only to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fae to know that didn't go well.
We need for you. Yeah, because each Fae creature is like she's their or they're their like leader, right? Where's my branch?
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Yes, Bismael win picked. Van Dromi Drom.
Sleepy Bismarck, your old pixie. These are my precious, precious saplings.
Van Red.
Let their wish be the king's command. What a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king, if it be thy wish, then so shall it be done.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
To the western sea we go. Wrapped in my breath, I will see you to your destination, little neighbors. Do.
And
oh, just like that. Oh no.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me. Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
Actually, is that Talos still holding up the mountain?
What the? Do you see that? What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Maybe we should get off the dock.
Whoa there! It's not stopping. Run! Run!
Best scene of the game. It is a good scene. Oh, hey, Ashton. I love the tsunami joke. I fulfilled my duty. I return now into the lake. I've not flown in an age. It was pleasant. May your journey be a safe one, little neighbors.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
The Tempest. Oh, is this the new area underwater? Like there's one part of the map I hadn't been to yet. Yes. Okay, so this is the last area. Okay. Hey, Eorzea, what's up? I'm glad, full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. We have arrived in the Tempest, safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. From one assay alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee unto the rift, yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible for a mortal in one's custody. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as a key to the Crystal Tower and its power of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboreth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them. Ooh, we get some oysters and a half shell. In the event that you leave the area, speak with Inui in Venomant Yards to return to the Tempest. Okay, so we can return if we need to at one point, at any point. This is the night song for the Fairy Kingdom Barrier. Favorite music tracks in the game there, Austin? Aw. The music is pretty cool. Oh, Razor says the music in the zone is so chill. Yeah. I absolutely love the soundtrack to this game. It is beautiful. Alright, well, we got a place to attune to there. Let's talk with Tancred here. He casts his gaze across the waterless expanse before you. Now, as far as where we should be looking, I rather doubt Emmett will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Okay, let's go. Let's be off then. But watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Oh gosh, do I not know that? That's when I fell at the beach because it was really low tide and we went looking for shells and I fell on my butt really, really hard. In fact, I still have a little bit of pain in my elbow because of it. Alright, let's head to this Aether Current. The blank motif there, Andrea? Motive? Deep Sea Leech. Okay, found that Aether Current. What are you guys looking at? I think... Oh, you want to fight. Thanks for the help here, guys. You know, you just stand here and watch this deep sea leech like kill me. Jerks. Alright, I think Thancred has the right idea, but I can't help wondering what Emmett would be doing down here without the aid of gills and fins. This outcrop seemeth natural enough. The ocean floor is a strange place to be, of course, but this aether, 'tis like naught I've ever seen. Oh, the blank's a little spoiler there. Again, thank you so much, Andrea, for not spoiling things. Everyone's been super awesome with that. Let's hop on a mount here. Yeah, I wonder what these creatures are like. So... We're not underwater anymore? And they're still able to breathe, so these are all creatures that can live on the land, I guess? Or is it the water just for us, or the air just for us somehow? Maybe, I don't know, because like these still seem like they're floating. You still look like you're floating. You think if it was an underwater creature, it wouldn't have evolved to, like, fly? They'd just be underwater. Or maybe it's just... Ooh! Ooh, what's this we're starting to kind of see a little bit of in the background here? That's kind of neat. Oh, ruins! Oh, one of those ruins. Ondo Youth? An underwater culture down here. Okay. Yes. Oh no, you're running away. Okay. It's a, I want to call it a beast tribe, but they're not really beast tribes in this world. I found a new area. Ooh! Oh! Oh, I love that aetheryte. Again, I love how like each one's got its own little flair to it. This looks really cool. I'm gonna tune to that before I completely forget. I'm sure you guys are like, where'd the water go? Yes, the air was added. We're still underwater, but things still float. Yeah, that's just how it works, right, Ashton? That's just how it. Just go with the flow. Also, like, can they can clearly breathe air, and all the creatures can clearly breathe air. But if I was like an underwater like race, and all of a sudden, in the bottom of the ocean, all of a sudden like a bubble of air appeared, I'd be freaking out. The finless ones, they followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water? Okay, so the water is gone. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe Bismarck protects them too. Okay, I didn't think about that, the dragon. Ignare, it's gosh darn magic. Yeah, I'm thinking too much. I'm putting too much logic into this game. Don't put logic into this game. Just go with the flow. Just enjoy it. And so this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware. Ooh. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding. Chieftain, what are we to do? Hi. Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? Huh? The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you're the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. I'm not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? Apparently not. It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. Ah, it's okay. I attuned to the Aetherites. We can just come back when we want to. So what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest a lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ondo's local knowledge. That would be nice, yeah. Yes, I'd like to know more about these illuminated land the chieftain spoke about. Could it be Emmet? Emmet's stronghold? You suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return? We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if those Ondo refuse to speak with us... Lunith, do you remember my first scheme for entering Yulmore? How I had planned to integrate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo? Oh yeah! The individual I dealt with was recent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe with the right approach we may build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach do you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. It is plain that our dramatic arrival has thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, I assure our hosts thereby, that our purpose here is not inimical to them. They may prove amenable to reason. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I smell chores, but very well. If it can be done quickly. What do you think? I have nothing better to offer, but I do not worry what will happen if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Ascian than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus, I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. We will make allies of the Ondo. Then it is settled. Gistola may pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. Okay, so we can do this. Talk with Alphen. Oh, you nailed the S though. That's all I can do, Dragon. That's about it. All right, let's talk with Alphino here. So, Lunith, you won't believe who I just bumped into. This is Ashes Owen, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay at Yulmore. Waited, and you did not come. Then the Mistral came, but his visits did not continue. I'm truly sorry. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by the way of an apology? Perhaps where the dry return. A cavern to the north is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, but we are for we are the swifter swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping with their claws. There are too many of them. Too many. I believe I can be of assistance there. What of you, Lunith? If you not found a task, you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I shall appreciate the company. Where the dry return has a rather ominous ring to it. Okay, let's go kill some crabs. Looks like we're going this way. to use our snowman underwater, because this is totally sense-making. Dude, and dude, and dude, and dude, and dude. Is that Dagon? A Dagon? Lord Dagon itself? Like a Cthulhu mythos? Yep. It is? Yay. A snowman underwater in a giant air bubble. The Tempest is just a giant snow globe. Pretty much, yeah, at this point, right? Yeah, there's just a giant snow globe. That's brood, most likely. Yeah, okay. Okay. I guess if there's more than one, it would be a brood, right? Oh, man. No, I'm not going to talk to you, because you're going to have me do something I don't want to do right now. Here we go. Let's go kill some... Defeat blue swimmers. Okay. Oh, okay. You're just like the basic little thing. I'm going to take 2 of you on at once. Oh, Chocobo! Thank you for reminding me of the dragon. Remember I have a Chocobo? Sorry, Chocobro. I got 0 with us. The goodest of good Chocobos. And I absolutely love the new effect for enemy area of effect attacks, where it's got that glowing from the sides now too. I love that so much. Did you seriously only need me to kill 3? Okay. But these are like the cutest looking crabs ever, I'm not gonna lie. These things are adorable. How cute they are with their little eyes up here and their tiny little claws. They're so cute. I want one as a pet. Alright. Alright, well that was easy. Alright. Got that done. So you could crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look. Yeah, I'm plenty strong. I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number. We've literally probably took out 6. So my thanks to both of you. You must have a reward. Nay, this was only a part of my apology to you. Remember, besides which, the lack of water is our doing, from which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about the village instead? I would very much like to learn more about you and your people. Oh, okay. Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam, aimless and lost, until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Oh, the ruins here. Okay. Some strange buildings they were, as long as they stood under the water, yet somehow they had spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protected from the tempest, turbulent waters, and the predators which hunted them Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did we discern the truth. What's that? That the ancients had chosen us to serve as the caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such time as they return. Thus, if it is judged that your coming and this very great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design, we will find warm welcome here. Well, let's just tell them that. A truly astonishing history. Yet I cannot help but wonder, how will this significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided? The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. Oh, so we do nice things for you, and you'll be like, yeah, totally. It would seem our early decision was the correct one. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for your lesson, and we'll continue to all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand, only do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. Okay, well, how about I just, like, sit here on the beach and stuff, and you guys go do the work, for once. I'll just wait for you guys to finish, how about that? That'd be a nice change of pace. Okay, Yastola. Yastola appears deep in thought. Ah, Lunith, have you learned aught of note? Fascinating, and precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes and confirm a theory I've been working on. Come. Alright, where are we going? This way. Let's hop on around here while we can. Hey, another snowman. You know, watch this base just be like here, and I'm like, we could have just walked there. Instead of having to do this, we could have just went there. Now, there are two tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ondo settlement and note their distinctive characteristics. The second, I wish you to use this knife and take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray do so. Pray be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Seriously, you can't do it? I have to do it? Okay. Okay. Inspect the structures of the Ondo cups for distinctive features. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we got the distinctive window. Anything else we got here we can see? Anything fun we can look at? It's a shoe bill! There's a shoe bill here at the bottom of the ocean for some reason. Why is it always a shoe bill? I love it. Okay, let's take a look at... Shoebill! It's our best friend, the Shoebill. Here's the larva thingy. The cylinid lava floats aimlessly. Lauren, look at his face. It seems harmless enough. Okay. Seems harmless. The Shoebill. The tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else. Gotta love the shoe bill. Okay, we did that. Let's go get some scrapings from this building. A short, sturdy blade made of hammered mithril. Okay. You set the point of the knife against a wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. Oh, so it's extra strong material. And I think she probably knew that, and that's why she had us look. But now we're going to go talk to that little creature thingy. Sorry, just looking at the reflection of this thingy. This, and me? No scrapings for you, Andrea. No scrapings for you. We've been banned from doing any scrapings. And what have you discovered? Stuff Andor things? Andor things. Mostly Andor. Yes, I would agree that the windows are more distinctive. It would seem the structure appears to be the same to both your sight and mine. And you say you cannot so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? No, I couldn't. Well, I am just a mage, so maybe if I was a warrior? Sooneth, everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by particular materials from which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you there is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would discern the substance as a composite of several mineral properties, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkin Empire, one of the greatest powers of Norvildant, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. That's why they survived underwater. But if not the Ronkins, then who? Why, or who were the ancients who the Ondo claim as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Emmett withdrew here to the Tempest. He may simply have wished to retreat somewhere mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? Emmett is devoted to his role, and thus he might assume his choice of stronghold somehow serves the Ascian agenda. Or mayhap 'tis a place more dear to him than any other. Are you saying this was built by ancient Ascians? Maybe. Maybe it was. That is my theory. That those structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities, but here in the first, they might have remained untouched for millennia. I guess, yeah, when the source had an umbral calamity, it didn't affect any of the shards except for the one that was affecting the source. So the rest of them have been like peaceful this whole time. So a copy of the mural from the revel, Elmet presented it to me during our visit with to Fano after our victory in Eorzea. Yeah. Here in the first scene by Emmett's own words, that it depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but you see the similarities between the towers and those you have inspected. Maybe? Am I supposed to? I don't remember. It's correct? Oh, that's right. I got something right. We're close to the truth. I feel. Let us search the surroundings for another tower, one that matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I've seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest. Let's go northwest now. Ooh. So I can look at the queue items. The quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for the structure which resembles the buildings of the mural. Then inspect it from a survey point. The survey point will be found nearby. Location which allows a full view of the structure. Okay, so let's go look for it now. So the west. We're here somewhere. And let's take a look at this. So it's kind of pointy tops. Okay. Right, I don't see anything so far. Oh wait, which way was it supposed to go? Was I supposed to go south? I think I was supposed to go south. I don't know where this glowing stuff is. Whoop! Oh, good. Okay. I have no idea if I'm going at all to the right direction, but I feel like that area is where I need to go look. Hey, it's Little Dagon. Midgard Summer, a wonderful mount. Yes, very, very true. An amazing mount. Okay. Am I getting close at all? I'm like super off the mark? Okay. Is it over here then? Down here maybe? I do get all the experience though while I'll be getting super lost. I'm very good at getting super lost. That's true, Space Dead. It's not getting lost, it's having an adventure. I was having an adventure. Okay. Let's go this way then. I do love adventures. Oh, oh, oh. This looks like it, maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. All right, that looks like it. Going on an adventure. Yeah, below. Oh boy, Lord of the Rings. Ooh, there's stuff down here. Can I just go search this stuff? No, I have to wait for Pistola. So that means I have to find... Oh, that's an Ethernet thing here. When you first started playing the free trial, you went exploring all the way to where at this from Olda at level 20ish. Oh boy, that would have been a grand adventure. Oh, there's a survey point right there. I found it, yeah, Andrea. I was way off. Hey, look, I found it. Very convenient. It happens to be right here. Who would have imagined? Aye, this is the mural writ large. Though I cannot guess at its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder? Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins, countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten to all except a handful of Ascians. Yet it did exist. They lived here, in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Ondo chieftain spoke of mystery stirring and a land illuminated. Judging by his words, I believe this phenomenon related to the ancients' return. We can surmise that what the Ondo saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of an age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns but, as Ryan put it, Rain? No, not Rain. Reen. That Emmett himself. 'Tis almost certain he is there. Now you're literally everything. Yeah, I gotta work on getting my other classes done up. Alright. But if you were to find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Alright, still on level 79 here. So thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I will seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Mrs. Owen again and ask if there's aught else he is willing to divulge. Okay. Let's head back then. A whole 100 gil. That's crazy. I can't spend that much. All right. Where are you, Owen? Owen? I don't know how to pronounce it. Alphino's friend. You and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Oh, you're welcome. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the Walls of the Forgotten? Are they the ruins to the northwest? Yes, it is a sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps have guided you there by the ancients? Oh, I believe it may be so. Listen then, I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit the artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt of your purpose will be laid to rest. His name is Grendalt, and you will find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. Oh, what? Okay. Well, now we're going to go ahead this way. On a mount. More adventures. Right. Someday we'll deal with all these Ascians. I'm actually, like, knowing there's a new expansion after this, I'm really interested on where the story goes. Like, again, I never would have thought it when we started playing this game, I'm like, I would not have thought it's dealing with like multiple instances of the same thing, and the calamities come from the Ascians trying to put it all together and stuff like that. Like it's just definitely not what I expected. Ooh. Oh, you literally do live underwater here. Cool. Like all I know from the new expansions, it somehow goes to the moon. That's all I know. How we get there, I don't know. Oh, it might not even be the moon from the source. It could be a moon from a different shard. I have no idea. Oh, that's just great. That is, my mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grendel, someone came to visit ye at the bottom of the bleed. Oh, wait, you're the person they told us to find earlier. Someone to visit at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might be as you're a ghost. Go on. Foul shade, feast yourself on me, forgotten rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman who can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. That's an insult to the bloody sea slugs. He appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Maybe you can psych him up. All right. Let's go with apparently me just being psych. Will help. Yeah! You can do it! Ye wondered... you wouldn't be trying to raise my spirits now, would ye, spirit? Now, what you'd expect from a servant of the Netherworld. Have we met before? Might be we crossed paths back at the Crystarium. I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grenolt, and this here is meant to be my underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to my work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here ye stand. Now, what's so darned important that ye dive all the way down here to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Oh, well, boy, we got some stories to tell you. Oh, the Ondo's lamp. Oh, yeah, that's what we're here for. God's curse my empty head. I've not so much as made a start. Alright, well, we'll be building a lamp now. I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery date's long past. Me workbench is untouched. And I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have ye? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. And it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. But I just can't bloody well. God, my mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed away my last drop of inspiration. Aw. Okay, we all have writer's block or craftsman block every once in a while. So tell me you've got something to show me. Something as I'll give me muse a right good kick up the arse. How about being able to walk on the ocean floor? The Ondo want to honor the coming of these ancients, so their answering light got to blaze like with the right kind of brightness, like the spark of life of caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly is not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow, and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? He seeks a particular kind of inspiration, the kind that crystallizes only in the culmination of a long and tragic tale. Complete any role quest lines available to Wandering Stairs in the Crystarium, then return to here once more. Oh. Oh. Oh, I need to go and do those quests, eh? Okay, I was not expecting this. I really was not expecting this. Okay. Well, I guess I can do... I don't have the other classes up to level 80 yet, and I wanted to do them all at once. How long? Okay, for everyone that's done them before, how long do those take? Do they take to do? Because there's 4, right? There's one for melee DPS, one for ranged DPS, one for healing, and one for tanking, right? There's 4 of them, right? Not that long. Not that long. Okay, there's 4, yeah. Yeah, because I haven't got the other ones there, and I kind of wanted to do them all at once. Not real long? Okay. Would you guys suggest me just starting one now? Got about a little less than an hour to play. Might as well start one now. All right. Let's head to... Yeah, I can start? Okay, I'll start one then. Where is the Crystarium? There it is. Yeah, I guess I can't progress otherwise, so I have... I don't have a choice. I have to do it. All right. Now, I'm curious if there's a particular reason they locked it behind this. And that's... here. Yeah, like I wonder why they locked it behind something like that. There is? Okay. As always, I'll see. Of course, it's always I'll see. But what I probably will do, because what I want to do is I want to do them all. So I'll start this one today. Probably won't finish the first one today. Means I'll have to level up those characters super fast because I wanted to do them all at once. Maybe I'll end up coming back and doing them after. I don't know. Yeah, because it's you, and you. All right. I got lots of playing to be doing off streaming then. All right, so I gotta get, and again, like this is a level 79 quest, but in order to finish this, I have to be level 80, right? Oh, well, let's get going. There's a reason. Oh, there's a reason else, but I'll see. Okay, I'll see. As always, I'll see. As always, I'll see. Okay, so let's talk with. That's a fast level now that I got armory bonus. Yeah. Yep. Just a whole lot of duties and stuff like that. All right. A hardy-looking dwarf stands before you, draining a flagon of ale, remarkably swift given the helmet. All right, so traditions and prevails. Okay, so let's accept this. This little dwarf. Sputter. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Ooh, it's a cool hammer. Not even a proper greeting either. Look here. Lally-ho! The name's Giat. Lally-ho! Yeah, I know how to do Lally-ho. I learned that already. See, now that's a greeting. Lally-ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. Also, like, it feels weird doing, before I continue, it feels weird doing this side quest because they're all, like, all your companions are like, we gotta do this really quickly, we have to do this super quickly, and now you're like, oh no, you have to go do this completely different side mission, completely different area. Feels a little weird. But I guess this is probably something they expected you to have been doing the whole time. Either way, you're from some strange land, the same strange land as the Crystal Exarch. You say, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Because I could use someone with the power the likes of which the world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see? Well, one in particular. A healer? And not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. Alright, SpaceNet, see ya. Yeah, and now I need to. Yeah, that's how this game works. I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I'm looking for, but I have to ask you to prove it. Okay. How do I prove it? There's no need for that. Listen here. The Sin Eater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for both of us. So you got yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd and we'll see what you've got. Okay. Now I get to learn how to be a healer at level 80. And get to learn the story. You can't hate dwarves. That is very true. Does that mean Vivi was a dwarf? Forest of Lost Shepherd. But although I'm not gonna lie, dwarfs are usually my least favorite fantasy type character in like any type of thing. Yeah, Vivi was a mammoth, but it looked like what they call I guess a Manderville man. Vivi is a Manderville man. As any Manderville man can. Oh, Vivi's the best. I love that side story. Oh, Lunas, glad you found the place all right. Now for the prey. That'll do. Now just take a deep breath and... Oh. Yeah. Your mother was a hobgoblin and you ain't much to look at neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Oh, you never play your dwarf yourself there, Dresser? Yeah, I'm not a fan of playing dwarves. Oh, you're not very good at fighting. So, Giat lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems that you will have to be dealt with. Okay, well, I guess we gotta deal with it ourselves. This, voracious Wolverine. Not just a Wolverine, a voracious Wolverine. Also, thank you so much for the help, Zero. There we go. Now we're healing. Looks like we're better at damage and healing than you little dwarf. See? That wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs and at least 1 femur there, but my bones feel just fine now. Better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble? Seems like you're just what I'm looking for after all. That is the worst. So like, oh, I had to break a femur and 3 ribs for you to to prove that you could heal me. And what if I wasn't a good enough healer and you're just like laying there with like broken ribs? That was quite the risk to take. Okay, we can talk about the rest back at the Crystorium over a drink or three. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. Okay, let's head back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, I went to the wrong thing. Oh, I didn't. Also, you'll play Triple Triad with me. I do love Triple Triad. We need more cards. I'm also kind of over-leveled for that quest. Yeah, just a little bit, eh, the dragon? Just a little over-leveled. He's a ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a well-earned victory. Did you hit your head? I mean, I saw him hit his head, but yeah. Oh, yes, and hard. That beast gave me a trouncing. Really exceeded my expectations, as did you. Whatever you want to call what you just did, doing it helped us understand each other, sure enough. I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you've learned that I'm as fearless as a stone. And so, a fellowship is forged. Okay, now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. It's one of the so-called cardinal virtues. Sulfurisone, and it's a nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us. But this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamet, disgraceful to all dwarven kind. Known that one of our own people was a warrior of light was bad enough, but Sulfurisone, okay, being out there looked all dwarf-like. Well, it didn't help matters, accursed thing. The Council of Elders didn't want to live with the shame of Lamet's sins no more, so the head of the council, the most elder, stay with me here, gave me this job to hunt down the Sin Eater, slay it, see that it don't keep sullying our good name. Okay, so each of these quests is going to be killing a Sin Eater that looks like one of the Warriors of Light. Okay. Oh, if I start the healer role quest as a Lalafell, he freaks out that you're not wearing a helmet, like you're walking around naked. Oh, so that's what the dwarves are, just Lalafells without helmet. Oh, okay, neat. Okay, it's hard to tell because it's just like eyes, right? Okay, so I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine. I'm more than up for the contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is it keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamet himself was some kind of master of the art, but the Sin Eater healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around carefree as you please, resurrecting other Sin Eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs at him forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Lamet doesn't deserve your scorn, you know. Listen, I know you have your own ways, and that's just fine. But whether you care much for dwarven honor or not, you have to agree that a Sin Eater that can raise its fellows from the grave is a danger to us all. As for Lamet, you should know that being a dwarf is about respecting tradition. She never did. Never. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamet roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to all those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. And there's the part about bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back. Face bare to the world, a sin eater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? Ah, but we have the ale to drink and the sin eaters to hunt, in that order. You heard my body, you healed my body sure enough, but I'll need a few more floggings to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Alright. Oh. Alright, I need to play a game of Triple Triad in the meantime. Okay, let's swap. Open 3, okay. Oh no, I sought for a crappy card. That's okay, that's okay. Let's go like this. Oh no. Draw. Okay. One more. Okay, I can take that. I don't like going first. Well, let's go here. Oh, crud. That's okay, that's okay. Ah, victory is mine. Oh, I just got... Wait, am I not able to get a... Is that just for money? Yeah, okay. Okay, so Kiet shows no sign of having ceased drinking at any point since your last meeting. Not wearing helmet is truly a sin worthy of death. Oh gosh, but a mass murder is not that big of a deal. It's really all about the helmet. Oh, you're lucky. It's luck if you get a card. Okay. Okay. It's just fun to play. I like Triple Triad so much. And who are you? You looking at me? You got something to say? Oh boy. Oh boy. Got ya, eh? Of course I remember my new partner. I ain't drunk neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than, well, however much I've had to get me under the table. And now you know one more thing about me. This will only strengthen our fellowship, I'm sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're to take down the Sin Eater. So I'm thinking we should start with observation. Get you a look at its healing powers. Let you see what we're dealing with. Now this is the perfect place to overhear the right sort of information. If you listen, don't get the wrong idea. I don't get it in the way of... Don't let it get in the way of no important drinking. But I do pay attention. Anyway, what I heard is that the Sin Eater has been spotted in Calucia. Then I remember there's a little pub over in Stilltide. The Leaky Keel, it's called, and they make a decent brew. Some of the folks there should be able to point us in the right direction. Alright, so let's go to the Leaky Keel. Teleportation. Oh, this is level 72. Okay. Stilltide. Alright, oh. Leaky Keel's up here. Oh, glug glug glug. What are you looking at? Fine, fine. No need to give me that murder stare. I know what you're thinking. That good. You think to yourself, always drinking and loud and about and drinking some more. What a sluggard. What a drunkard. What a magnificent beard. Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Oh, yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. Yes, I wish I had a glorious beard. Well, we really should work on finding you a sense of humor. Maybe deal with that after the Sin Eater. It might take a while anyway. You'll be happy to hear that while I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. Also, some excellent wine. Which, no information first. Right, so according to the local fisher folk, quite a few Sin Eaters have turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. I suggest we go there and kill as many as we can find. We can't say for sure where the Sin Eater will appear next, but if it's in the area, it won't pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? And while we're at it, we can vent some of that pent-up rage you've got. Don't need to be pretty, so long as the job gets done. Just make sure to find me again before the Sin Eater shows up. You hear? Which I cannot pronounce properly, so I'm not even trying right now. Okay, we are going south here. Well, southwest. I love this mount. The hand one. I'm kidding. I love all my mounts. All of the mounts. Alright, found our destination. I'm gonna re-up my Chocobo. Ding! Forgiven shame. I guess this quest is actually tooled for a healer, right? So that's actually going to be good. He wasn't wearing a helmet. He was shamed, now he's forgiven. Yeah, that's how it works, right? Keep going this way. Just sprint. Yeah, iguanas, I don't want to fight you. There's our destination. And they've discovered a new location. Surveying. All the surveying. Forgiven Glamour. Okay. Did they also remove their helmet? Is that why we're fighting them? And the next destination? Is this way. Okay. Let's actually hop on them out. Actually, can I can dismount my Chocobo. Thought so. Don't know if it's better to grab a mount roulette or just to hop on your Chocobo, but yeah, it works. I like to ride Zero every once in a while. Music just makes me so happy. Maybe that's it also. All right. That should do it. Now we wait and see if they show themselves. Over in those bushes. Say, and I've got the wine right here. Okay, let's go hide in the bushes and drink wine. This feels like a weird day. Also, those aren't bushes, that's a rock. That's it. See, it revived the other one. Oh no. Hey, what's wrong? Hide the bushes to drink wine, that's a life. Very true, Andrea. Very true. Dwarven healer. What a lonely place to die. The world outside is even worse than I feared. Is someone there? You're alive? Well, why didn't you say so? I can't do much for the dead, but the living, that's a whole other matter. I can't believe it. All my wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. You sure are lucky that I passed by. You really might have died, you know. You'll hear no argument from me. I was a fool. I thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have friends lying in wait. Never so much as crossed my mind. I shouldn't have been out here alone. It's Aardbert, yay! With your magic to keep me fighting, though. Their numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What'd you say? You don't look like you have a party of your own yet. I could certainly use a man like you on my side. What? I'm no man, you unripened gird. Why? I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lemon, proud daughter of the Thal family, and if I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back where I found you. You hear? Yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend. The beard misled me, you see. Yeah, Aardbert, don't be like that. And that's that. Treasure! Look, Aardbert, treasure! Yay! You certainly look the hero. Now let's see you act like one. Kind of mirrors our own story, starting very little and getting trounced a little bit, and then going through dungeons and getting helped by people. Yeah. Hello, Lunith? Hey, you! Honorless lout, half-empty floggin. Lanky dullard, your mother was a hob and your face looks like a newborn's arse. That was colorful. Straight-faced as always. A refreshing round of insults always cheers me up. But I'm starting to wonder if you have as much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? Fine, fine. Never mind. At least we got what we came for. And you didn't miss much. After they brought the other eater back to life, they both floated off to who knows where. But what happened to you? You saw them? No, the real Lamet's past? I knew I'd have some. You'd have some weird kind of power. Sounds to me like you witnessed was the beginning of Lamet's journey right after she left home. It's odd. You said she was wearing her helm, and she helped out that injured traveler, just like any dwarf of honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster. But then it didn't set right with me neither. But standing around wondering about it won't do nothing, but make us thirsty. We're done here, so let's get back to the Crystarium. Alright, so let's head back now. All right, so that's how. So this is going to be kind of how all of them met Godbert. Not Godbert. Ardbert. Yeah, kind of interesting. And then probably all the way up until the end. Did I say Godbert? You didn't hear Godbert. That never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't misspeak. There ain't nothing like a flogging of ale after a job well done. Don't give me that look. I did stuff this time. You saw. And you also saw them work its magic. But since you haven't said anything about it yet, I'm guessing you don't have no sudden revelations about how to stop it. Don't worry. I don't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. I only need you to remember what you saw today. Keep it in your mind. Then maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. Me, I like to think while I drink. It's the most effective way. So you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when I have a plan. Yeah, if Godbert was in the first, a flood of light would have never happened. That is for sure. Ignara, that is for sure. Gosh, Godbert would have stopped everything. So Kid is eyeing you. Presumably, it's a bit hard to tell. Glug, glug, glug. Ah. Lolly-ho, looks like you've been training hard. Fact, your mustache are shoe much bigger. It should also like there's a hick 3 of you. Oh, pull yourself together. Yes, I'm joking, as you know. But you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping them while you're at it. Don't worry, I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. Don't expect it to work. Sin Eaters ain't like us, or like any sort of normal creature. But by seeing your healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it didn't work. And then maybe we can figure out what's so different about sorcerers. I've heard from folk passing through that stray Sin Eaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mord Zog and be ready for carnage. Oh, the carnage. Okay, let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Is this shopkeeper selling ale? Is that why we're here? Glug, 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 burp. Yep, of course. You know, I heard the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done when with the real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That Giat always drowned in one ale or another. You think to yourself, and so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take it anymore. And you quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, I am, but my drinking is important. No, indispensable, dwarves. Get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine. You leave me no choice. I'll show you. Go on ahead and dice some Sin Eaters. And the time it takes for you to finish off this Mord swine here, just gulp down. Oh, I'll go on ahead and dice them up. I'll gulp that down and come find me southeast of here. You'll see. So you'll take some out before I can finish this. Half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Giat, sits on the mat. The local concoction with its deep brown, and from it wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Drink it? Heck yeah. Why not? You hold your nose, you gulp down the remaining liquid. At first, you taste an acrid water, and you suspect it has sullied your Yarzans? It's sullied by Yarzans. But you then note an aftertaste. It's a flavor of burning flesh with a hint of feet. Ugh. Amazing. You finish? Oh, all non-moored customers. Only you and Dwarf ever drink so much. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I love the aftertaste of feet. That sounds good. Also, I want to know what creature this is from, that massive creature that ribcage is from. I don't even know what feet taste like. It's not like you get stepped on all the time for being too small. Well, that's for, nope. I definitely am not small enough to get stepped on all the time. I assume they just taste bad, right? That's just you just assume feet taste bad. All right, our friend here is fighting a fallen. Oh, it's a fallen Saint Eater. It's already dead. Okay. See, your average Sin Eater is no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It's pretty gross, flattened, and all the wrong places. It's bits poking out and the like, so I got it out of there. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You'll have to admit it's an effective strategy. And now you've got our Sin Eater patient. You can try your healing on it. Go on. Watch it heal it. Spent too much time with you, Yatsuyu. Dwarf's not wrong. It is very true, Little Dragon. Dwarf's not wrong. As we thought, nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? I think it was never really alive to begin with. You're right on that one. Sin Eaters may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeps them going, like winding up an automotion. The healing magic ain't meant to restore life to something that it didn't have none to begin with. But if the Sin Eater power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? Maybe it's just light. I also wonder why it didn't come and revive this one. Is it too far away to have taken notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it appearing at Holminster Switch. Neither, and so many Sin Eaters get killed there that you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? This is all too much thinking. Not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. I like that. Too much thinking, not enough drinking. All right. Although I'm not gonna lie, not drinking is also an alternative you can do, which is also perfectly fine. Actually, I have lots of friends that don't partake in alcohol anymore. So that's just thinking. The moored stuff's all right, but this here is fine ale. At least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscle primed and my spirits high. Hey, I'm level 80. I've been level 80 for a little bit now. Speaking of, wouldn't it kill you to relax a little, being so serious all of the time? It can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you seem morose. We won't kill the Sin Eater, faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober, folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work, figuring out why it does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but Oh, I was expecting to get another flash thing. Okay, I'm gonna play one more thing, a triple triad, and then I think I'll probably call it for today. The only kind of drink you care about is small folk, and that is Pepsi. Oh, okay, yeah. Honestly, I don't even partake that much anymore myself. Only when I go out with friends, usually. Oh no, you got my good card. Well, one of my good cards. Red turn finally goes first. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, darny darn darn darn. Well, then let's go there. Ah. Blue wins. A winner is me. Ooh, look, I got an emerald card. I got a new card. Aha. It's not a good card, but it's a card nonetheless. Actually, let's take a look at it. It's probably a really bad card. The perfect ending. Yeah, new card. Oh, actually, that's not so bad. Why is it only 1 star? I guess it's 1, 2, and 3, so that's not really not a good card. Yeah, because I mean, I put a 7 somewhere. It'll easily be taken. Okay. Yeah, new card. All right, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. So I'll be back next week. Next week, everything should be fine for me streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But I'll be doing Thursday and Friday will be Final Fantasy. Tuesday, Guild Wars 2. Wednesday, Star Wars: The Republic. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, more Final Fantasy. I'll for sure be finishing this quest line. If I can get some of the other classes up to level 80, I will be playing some of those too, maybe before I continue on, but we'll see how this goes. I think I kind of wanted to finish them all before I got to the end of the expansion. I think that's what you guys were telling me to do that, so I'll do my best to try to do some late night gaming to get that finished. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Oh, and Apple, I'm really glad you got to watch today. You said it was your first time watching. I'm glad you made it and all that fun stuff. So yeah, be back next Thursday. All my my Final Fantasy streams start about noon Pacific time and go till about 3 Pacific time. The Guild Wars 2 and Star Wars 1 started about 1 Pacific time. So yeah, you watch the VODs and music festivals next week. Ooh, have fun, the Dragon. Music festivals are always fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. As always, it's been a blast. And yeah, until next time, keep your stick on the ice.